In the last lecture we discussed about the AM receiver, and now we know that most of the broadcasting stations will send this signals in the frequency of FM mode. So we will have FM receivers in the receiving stations. Here we will not go into the details of the FM receivers and how the FM signal has been converted into the corresponding audio signals. Such things we will not discuss here. We will just have a look into the overall block diagram of the FM receiver stations. Now the important thing in the case of FM receiver is that frequency range of the FM waves transmitted by the broadcasting stations lies between 88 MHz to 108 MHz. In the case of AM receiver, it is around 540 kHz to 1600 kHz. But here it is very high frequency is sent, and it is around 88 MHz to 108 MHz. The intermediate frequency produced by the mixer circuit is the 10.7 MHz, but in the case of a AM receiver we have seen that it is 455 kHz. So this figure actually shows the block diagram of a FM receiver. Here you can see the antenna or the aerial of the FM receiver or FM station. It receives the frequency modulated waves which intercepts the antenna. Usually these FM receivers will have very low amplitude. Usually it is of the order of 2 microvolt. Here it is represented, we are taking as 2 microvolt. Usually it is very low, and the waves received or intercepted by the antenna is fed to the RF tuner, that is the radio frequency tuner circuit, which actually consisting of the radio frequency amplifier and a local oscillator and the mixer circuit. These parts are exactly similar to that of an amplitude modulated receiver, AM receiver. Here we will have RF amplifier, which is this RF amplifier is having a tuned circuit with a parallel LC network to select and amplify the radio waves received. So the waves received by the antenna is given to the RF amplifier circuit, and which selects the desired radio wave and amplifies it, and is given to the mixer circuit. A local oscillator which produces a very high frequency, and the frequency produced by this local oscillator is usually 10.7 MHz greater than the frequency selected by the radio frequency amplifier, and is given to the mixer, and this mixer produces a signal of a signal of frequency 10.7 MHz. So this mixer circuit produces a intermediate frequency of 10.7 MHz from the signals received from the radio frequency amplifier and the local oscillator. Usually the radio frequency amplifier amplifies the radio waves from 2 microvolt to around 200 microvolt. That is, the amplification factor is here 100 in the case of our amplifier. And then these three, that is the radio frequency amplifier, the mixer circuit and the local oscillator, together are called RF tuner. Radio frequency tuner circuit. Then the signal from the radio waves from the RF tuner is given to the IF amplifier, because the output of this RF tuner is actually a signal with intermediate frequency, and in the case of FM the intermediate frequency is 10.7 megahertz. So it is given to the IF amplifier, and this IF amplifier amplifies it and gives to the limiter circuit. Here the function of the limiter circuit is that is there any amplitude variations is present in the radio wave is limited or eliminated by this limiter circuit. To understand that, consider this diagram. Here this is the signal given to the input of the limiter circuit, which has both amplitude and frequency fluctuations. But in the case of a FM, these amplitude fluctuations or amplitude variations or amplitude modulations are undesired. They have to be eliminated. So the limiter circuit eliminates the amplitude modulations in the circuit, or in the amplitude modulations in the radio waves received by the receiver, and it provides an output of a radio wave with a constant amplitude. So all the amplitude modulated interferences has been eliminated by this limiter circuit. The IF amplifier actually has a very high amplification factor. Here it is around 10,000, because 200 microvolt is the input of the IF amplifier, and which gives a 2 volt output, and so the IF amplifier together with the limiter circuit will have an amplification factor of around 10,000. Here it is exactly 10,000, but it is very high usually. And this signal, the radio waves, which is limited by the amplitude modulations are limited by the limit circuit, is provided to the FM detector. This FM detector converts the frequency modulated wave into the corresponding voltage variations, or the audio signal has been recovered by the FM detector. The function of the FM detector is entirely different from the AM detector, which we have already discussed, but we are not going into the details of the FM detector. But remember that here we are having an FM detector which provides voltage corresponding to the frequency variations. This circuit is sometimes called otherwise called discriminator. So you can say that an FM modulator FM receiver will have two additional circuitries associated with it when compared to the AM receiver. That is, one is the limiter and another one is the discriminator. It is called a discriminator because it can distinguish between different frequencies in the input to provide the different output voltages. So depending upon the difference in the input frequency of this FM detector, it provides the corresponding output voltages. So that's why it is called the discriminator. Then the output of the discriminator is an audio signal which is given to the audio frequency amplifier, which is again a series of amplifier circuits, and after amplifying this audio signal then it is given to the loudspeaker to reproduce the sound. So this is the schematic diagram of a FM receiver. The main circuitries associated with the FM receiver are One is the RF tuner. RF tuner actually consisting of the RF amplifier with a tuned circuit, amplifier with the tuned circuit, the local oscillator, and the mixer circuit. The function of this RF tuner is that it selects the desired frequency of the radio wave received by the antenna and amplifies it and gives to the mixer circuit, and it provides a low frequency fixed 10.7 megahertz wave in the output. Then the second part of our circuitry associated with the FM receiver is the IF amplifier, the intermediate frequency amplifier. The intermediate frequency produced by the mixer circuit of the RF tuner circuit is amplified by the IF amplifier and is given to the limiter. So the next stage is the limiter. This limiter circuit limits the AM fluctuations in the circuit so that the noises in the circuit are usually in the form of amplitude modulations, and these amplitude modulations are eliminated by the limiter circuit. So the noises in the FM receiver are eliminated by the limiter circuit. Such a circuit is absent in the AM, so the AM transmission is usually noisy, but in the case of FM it is noiseless transmissions we will have. Then limiters, that is the one of the circuitry associated with the FM receiver is the limiter circuit, which removes the amplitude modulated fluctuations in the radio waves received by the FM receiver, and then it is given to the discriminator, or which is called the FM detector, which converts the frequency fluctuations into corresponding voltages. So the another circuitry associated with the FM receiver is the discriminator, or it is the FM detector, where the actual demodulation takes place. That is, it converts the frequency fluctuations into corresponding voltage fluctuations. Then we will get a demodulated output from the FM detector, which is given to the AM amplifier, the last stage of the receiving system, that is amplitude not AM amplifier, but is F amplifier, audio frequency amplifier, which amplifies the audio signal recovered from the frequency modulated wave, and then which is given to the speaker. This is the overall summary of the frequency modulated wave reception at the FM receiver. Now let's see, as an end to this chapter, let's have a comparison between, or the distinction between these AM and FM receivers. The first one is that FM receiver, in construction we have seen that FM receiver and AM receiver, if we compare them, then in construction FM receiver will have two additional stages. One is the limiter stage, and another one it is the discriminator stage. This discriminator or the FM detector stage is entirely different from the AM detector stage. So anyway, we can say that FM receiver will have additional stage which is called the limiter stage, and FM receiver will also have a discriminator stage that is not there in the case of AM receiver. In the case of FM transmissions, the broadcast signal frequency is between 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz. That is very familiar to you nowadays because most of you are using the FM. Then if you vary the frequency of the FM or while you are scanning the channels, you can see that this frequency will vary from 88 megahertz to 108 megahertz. So that is the frequency range of FM signal which is transmitted by the FM transmission stage. And in the case of AM, the broadcast signal frequency is 540 kilohertz to 1600 kilohertz. Another difference is that I told you that the FM receivers will have a limiter stage, so it limits the amplitude modulations. All the noises are in the form of amplitude modulations, so the limiter stage actually removes the amplitude modulations or the noises in the circuit, so we will have less interferences, or we can say that frequency receivers are free from interferences. That is a very important thing in the case of FM receiver. And now if we consider the bandwidth, we have seen that in the case of an amplitude modulated wave, the bandwidth is 10 kilohertz only. That is actually 2 times the signal frequency. But the frequency modulated wave, the bandwidth is 200 kilohertz. It is much greater than compared to the amplitude modulated wave. The bandwidth is 200 kilohertz. And if you consider the intermediate frequency of this FM and AM, we have seen that in the case of AM the intermediate frequency is 455 kilohertz, but in the case of FM it is 10.7 megahertz. So it is very high frequency, so that we can use a fine tuning in the case of frequency modulated waves while the signal is amplified. That is, if we consider the IF amplifier stages, this in the FM we will have a very fine tuning or fine amplification in the case of FM waves, since its intermediate frequency is very high compared to compared to that of amplitude modulated wave. That's all about the difference between AM and FM receivers. But the disadvantage or one of the dominance of AM or reason for dominance of sometimes the dominance of AM for FM is that FM receivers are very costly, but AM receivers are of low cost. Only the cost in cost this AM is advantages of the FM. So if you consider the cost of the production of these receivers, FM receiver is little costly when compared to the AM receiver. That's the only main advantage of AM over the FM. So that's all about the digital communication system, and we will move on to the next chapter in the coming lectures. Thank you.